We're just finishing up here with Ernest Barbaric, and I want to ask you, is there a standout social media success story that you can think of, both in this, let's start with a small business area?
I've done a lot of work with nonprofits recently, so I'll tell you one of the examples that I've worked with recently, and they're called Breast Friends, and it's a group of 6 women from Saskatchewan, Canada, that have decided to band together and create these cookbooks and sell them and raise money for breast cancer research.
Oh, okay.
Now they've had a huge amount of success with that, and just recently we've kind of helped optimize some of the things with them when it comes to Facebook, and we put together sort of like a content schedule of some of the things that they'll share. And so within, I think, maybe less than a month of them actually participating on Facebook and doing some other really big things, they've grown from, I think, maybe 100 likes to 800. I think it's probably over 1,000 now.
Wow.
And those are people that are really passionate about the cause. And so that would be kind of an example of something that I would consider a success, because that passion group will then take action to do things. So they recently did a contest for one of the cookbooks, and they had a great response, and it's just going really great for them.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think that it was Facebook specifically. With Facebook specifically, I think that small businesses that have a really interesting, compelling story to tell, and they can do it in a way that mixes different media. So, for example, having videos and photos. Photos are one of the most engaging pieces of content on Facebook. They might have a chance to sort of stick out. Rather, from big organizations, Charity Water is amazing with their Facebook presence.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's really impressive.
Absolutely. And Target. Target does an amazing
So they're
job.
the big guys, yeah. Which of
Yes.
the big guys do you think are really using social media in a sensible way?
I would still stick with Target and Charity Water. I think Target's done an awesome job. If we were to sort of backlog that a little bit, I think Red Bull has done a really good job with Facebook as well, and that's largely due to the fact that they know who their target market is, and they know where they are, which happens to be on Facebook, and so they've invested heavily into engaging people on Facebook, because that's where most of their consumer base is, and it's doing really, really well for them.
I just want to mention, we're videoing this as a part of the magazine article. This is actually a social media experiment in itself here, in that this is my living room. That's my fireplace. Over there's my kitchen, and we have about $500 worth of camera equipment here. It's no big deal. We're going to make this into a video.
Right.
I'm going to throw it up on YouTube. You can do with it whatever you like. You'll have access as well. This is content, right? This is content. This is the value that people can use to focus attention on themselves or their businesses, right?
Right.
And it's not that hard to actually do.
It's not that hard. It's not that expensive. The two things that I would mention in this case would be Coca-Cola has decided to focus a lot of their marketing efforts on content marketing. So we're not going to go into too much explanation what that is, because that's a whole other.
They have a good what's that called? Speed drawing.
They have a great video,
yeah.
and it's called Content 2020, which I would highly encourage everybody who's watching this video to actually check out.
We'll throw the links up at the end of the video here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that would be one thing. And the other thing is, it doesn't take much. You can record a video that's perfectly serviceable with an iPhone. Gary Vaynerchuk is one of the people that does an amazing job of producing content with his phone. One of his most popular videos recently was the one that he recorded on a flight with his phone, with terrible lighting, and it was a really good, powerful message, and it worked.
But you have to have something to say.
You have to have something to say. You have to have some strategy behind it. I think that's the key piece. Just producing content doesn't mean anything. We can take a picture of the fireplace and post it on Pinterest and Facebook and Twitter, and all of a sudden that's 4 pieces of content. But does it really add value to anybody?
Yes. At the same time, at Christmas time, our local cable network here has a fireplace on channel 652 or something like that, and it's very popular. So almost anything can work. Again, as you mentioned, as long as you have the strategy behind it, right?
Absolutely. Some thinking Some thinking has to go into what you're going to do with content, and specifically with social media as well. It's not just something to publish things on. It's a place to engage with people, and engage is such a word that it's been so overused. If you were to just break it down, it means just have conversations so people get to know you and trust you. If that's what you broke down for social media to, that would be fine by me.
Sounds good. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Nothing.
Plug yourself.
So you can find out some more information about the different advanced digital marketing techniques at ernestbarbaric.com. And
we'll throw the links up at the end here.
Okay, and then the other place that I've recently started investing a lot of time and effort in is impactagent.org as well. And that's a place where it's focusing more on the social impact side of using digital marketing for social impact. So that might be another great place to find some really great resources.
Well, thanks.
Perfect. Thanks, Zach.
And that was this episode of This Show Doesn't Have a Name Yet. I hope we'll have a second episode. Thanks, Ernest.
Good.